distracted and forget to show you. I wanted to show you my advent calendar. So me and my mum and my dad decided to do this thing where we had a budget of £25 and we had to buy something in advent calendar, but my mum, being my mum and being excessively extra, made me one because we picked out like a doodle poll thing. And this is mine. I'm going to show you, and I'm also going to show you some homemade bunting or garlands. I don't know what you want to call it, but I crocheted it. So let me know if you like it and if you would consider buying this, because I'm thinking for next year I might actually make some throughout the year to then sell on Etsy near Christmas 2023. Anyway, let me show you. So at the top is my advent calendar. So it's all these little hand knitted mittens with the different buttons and a present in for each day, and I actually need to do today's. So today is the 3rd. So, oh, I can't do that. Okay, I'll do that later. And then this is my bunting. So it's little crocheted trees on twine. So obviously the homemade part is the crocheted trees, the twine I bought. But I just think that's really cute. It's like, it's not overly Christmassy either, so you could probably keep it up over winter. But let me know what you think, and if you would be interested, or if you have like friends or family that you think would be interested in buying something like this for Christmas 2023. And then that's my little sad, lonely Christmas tree outside. But he's going to come inside probably tomorrow, and I'm going to decorate him. And I'm going to decorate him with homemade dried orange slices. These don't look particularly amazing, but in real life they look quite good. And then some cinnamon sticks. So it's really kind of it's going to be really simple in this room. But yeah, I just love these. And they're so nice to make. Like, you can make one of these in like 10-15 minutes. I really like it. Anyway, I'm going to go get my advent calendar day. This was what was in it. So it's Help Me Grow, Lucy, Plant Me, and then it's plantable love hearts. Flower seed mix. That's so cute. I can't wait to do that. Very sweet. settle down then. Soz. You settling, monsieur? I think he smelt something. There's nothing here for him. I don't know what he smelt, but... Welcome to this clip. I've been a bit MIA on this vlog, as you will have seen from all of the b-roll. I've just been on multiple trains. He's settling behind me now. I've just been on multiple trains, so I thought I would talk you through what I've been up to and then talk you through some stuff that I've bought. So it's and what I've been reading. That's what I do, read things and vlog about it. So it's currently Tuesday the 13th of December. It's -3 and it's not left the minuses for about 48 hours where I live. So it's really like a winter wonderland outside. I'll try and go outside and brave it later to show you. But over the past few days I've been here, there and everywhere. So work's quite busy because I'm trying to do like what I call like a tour of chaos before the Christmas break, just to go around all the shops and just see the different teams that I look after. So just did a lot of travelling, and then to top it all off I decided to go away for the weekend to go see my friend in Durham, hence more trains. So you know. So whilst I was in Durham, me and my friend did a little bit of a garden centre crawl, because that's what we do, and some charity shops. So I thought I'll show you the stuff from there. I'll show you the stuff from yesterday. I went to Glasgow with my mum. Not everything, just little bits that I think would be of interest. And then some book updates. So I might be here for a wee while, but you know, we've got Maisie behind us to keep us company. So yeah, let's get going. So garden centres. At the garden centre, the first one that I went to, oh, I spooked him. It's alright, he might come back or he might just go somewhere else. Anyway, one of the garden centres that I went to, I got this shelf. So it's basically a shelf that you hang somewhere and then you can put a plant of choice on, you know, for example this one, and then just dangle it down and it will look really cute and fun. I got it for £4.99, which I didn't think was that bad of a price considering it was a garden centre and they usually tend to be more expensive. So that was good. Then I also got some little Christmas decorations from the same garden centre that are downstairs, so on the tree. So if I remember, I will take some footage and show you them, but if not, they're like wicker basically to go with my really natural simple tree that I've got downstairs with the oranges and cinnamon. And then from the charity shops, so before I went to Durham, I went and looked at a place near my work at a few things, and they had these lovely ceramic candelabras for £2.50 each. There's 2 of them. So I picked up those and I thought I'll keep them aside. If you don't know, because I've had a couple of new subscribers, I'm trying to predominantly fill my future house, which I have not bought yet but hope to in the next year or so, with predominantly secondhand stuff, and as and when I see things I just buy them and store them here. So I've got these candelabras which I just think are really cute, and then I got 2 pots that look like this. This is the bigger of the 2, so to, you know, it's kind of hat size, and then the other one is smaller. Again, it's downstairs. If I can remember, I'll insert or show you a little bit later, but I just thought these are really good just to put aside for as and when I accrue more plants. So I just have pots ready to go. Pots are something that I really don't like to spend a lot of money on or to buy brand new, because you can just find lots of really nice things second hand that you can either keep as is, paint, or, you know, drill holes in the bottom, and they're kind of good to go as a planter. And then in the charity shops that we went into at the weekend with Mart, I got a couple of goodies. I got this plate, which you probably can't see, but it's got these flowers, so it's see-through, but it's got these flowers on. I just thought I'll either use it as it's intended as a plate, or I'll display it again in my future home on the wall somehow. I also saw this one in the same shop. Kind of hard to see, but you can kind of see it there. Again, it's either going to be like mishmashed plates or displayed on a wall. I'm not really into everything matchy, so I'm quite happy to have like a dinner set that's all secondhand thrifted plates rather than a dinner set that's all the same. And then I got this in another charity shop for £10, which I know is a lot, but actually if you look on Etsy, these go for a lot more. Now I have a full coffee set. Yeah, I have a full coffee set downstairs in this pattern, so it's Hornsey. Let me show you. So it's Hornsey tapestry, and I've got a whole coffee set in this, and I've also, for my future kitchen, got the, like, there's like a dark green and like a brown stuff, so I've got that for the kitchen, and this is kind of like, this will probably be like the dining room kind of chill out area, but it's all very 70s, and that's gonna be the theme of my future kitchen. It's like 70s kitchen chic. But yeah, I was really pleased to see that, because like I said, the tapestry stuff is quite rare, and on Etsy it's a lot more, so to see that for £10, I was buzzing. Then books wise, was that everything that I bought? Oh, I bought some really cool earrings, but they're over there. Well, I'll go get them. Ooh. That's what spooked the cat when I did that earlier as well. Anyway, he's much happier where he is now. I got these earrings. So they're like terracotta with ho 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 on. I really like them. I think they look really cool when they're on. They were from like a little independent like boutique arcade type place. But the actual maker is called House of Hetty. I'll put something up here if I can remember. And I've since ordered 2 off of their Etsy. Another Christmas pair and a generic, normal, everyday pair, which I'm excited to get. I was in town the other day just mooching around, and I thought I'm going to pop into the library and pop into Waterstones. So from the library I got Christmas Days by Jeanette Winterson. I've heard a lot of good things about this, and then Lauren from Lauren in the Books recently mentioned it in one of her like winter recommendations. So this is going to be something that I try to read over the next couple of weeks before Christmas ends, so it can be added to like my festive TBR. I have moved that around ever so slightly because of reading reviews or seeing reviews of some of the books that are on there and now not being too sure about them, but I'll talk about that a little bit later. And then when I was in Waterstones, so I saw this a couple of weeks ago and I didn't get it, but then I was kind of like, oh, I really wish I did, because I think in the new year it might be something that I'd quite like to read quite early into the new year. And I'm also thinking of doing a bit of a series about just getting through all my hardbacks, because I've got quite a few hardbacks now. And I think I'm also going to do a project in 2023 that's all about just reading what I own and prioritising that over library books and new books. Anyway, it's a work in progress, but I decided to pick up Marple. So this is one of the more hot releases, shall we say. It was released a couple of weeks ago. It's still only in hardback. I hate that it's white, because white just gets dirty, but anyway, that's what they chose to do. But I really like the pattern on the thing. Spine. This is new short stories set in Marple's world, but written by authors that aren't Agatha. I'm very excited to read that. And then also, whilst I was just doing some pottering around one day online, I decided to get some more children's Christmas books for myself to read in December, and to kind of make it a bit of a habit of reading them every year, because they're quick wins to pile up your Goodreads goal, but also they're just fun to read. So I decided to get Mog's Christmas. It's about a cat at Christmas. What more do you need to know? Very excited to read it. I got The Grinch. I used to have this, but I've lost it, so I bought The Grinch. And then I also got A Present Full of Presents The Jolly Christmas Postman by Jeanette and Alan Alberg. This is adorable. I'm going to save this one for Christmas Eve, but it's like, it's got all of those things in it and it's very interactive, and I'm very excited to read it, and I'm sure that I will keep this for one day in the future should I have my own children and read it to them. So they're kind of the books that I got before the weekend. Monday in Glasgow. The reason that we went to Glasgow is because that Sustern Gren shop that we loved in Stockholm and that I've loved for years because it was in Denmark has opened in Glasgow, so we went through and it did not disappoint. Me and my mum spent a lot of money in that shop for Christmas stuff because their Christmas stuff is beautiful. I wanted to flag, just in case anybody crafty is watching this, that they do knitting needles. They also do crochet hooks, but I've asked Santa for crochet hooks, so I didn't buy any. But I just bought some, oh my gosh, what do you call them? Round? I think they're called round. Cabled. I bought these ones with like that aren't two separate ones, but they've got the joining cable in it, in different centimetres widths after getting the ones in Sweden. So in Sweden I think I got 10s and 12s. I think I got 10s and 12s in Sweden, and then in Glasgow I managed to find 5s, 6s, 7s, 8s and 10s. So maybe I didn't get 10s in Sweden. Oh no, I did get these in Sweden. These are the ones that I got in Glasgow, sorry. Anyway, yes, 144. So in Glasgow, what a mess. In Glasgow they are £1.36 a pair, which is unbelievable. And then it's the same with their regular needles. So these are obviously super chunky. They're 12mm and they were £1.44 for regular knitting needles. So if you're a crafter and you're on a budget, as most of us are these days, then definitely, if you have a Sustern Gren near you, check it out, because they're wooden knitting needles, which I find are nicer to knit with, and they're super cheap. Whilst in Glasgow, I also went into an Oxfam bookshop, Oxfam bookshop, and I saw this, which is Kings and Queens, and it's a British library book, but this is just like my thing. I love royal history. Now that does not mean that I am pro monarchy, and I've got conflicting thoughts, but I do love royal history, and this is just each king and or queen and then the poem that they used to teach in schools about them, and it goes all the way up to Elizabeth II. So there's Mary. It's not a very flattering picture of Mary. There's Elizabeth, and I just thought that was really cool, so I can't wait to just kind of sit and read that in probably one sitting sometime soon. That was £4.99, which isn't bad really for the type of book that it is and where it comes from, the British Library. Full price it would have been, it doesn't say, it probably actually had a dust jacket on it, wouldn't it, if it was from the British Library, but I probably imagine it was like £15-16, so I don't think that's too bad. And then, shall we do the anthropology haul, and then I will give you updates on my reading? Shall we do that? Let's do that. I'm quite glad Maisie left me, because he wouldn't have liked this and I would have felt bad disturbing his peace. So now he can get peace in another room and I can do this without feeling guilty. So, how are you all doing, guys? I'm not very good at remembering to like ask you things. Do you know what I mean? Like, because I don't really chase subscribers, I don't do the usual like, remember to comment down below. I tried for a while but I'd always forget. But yeah, let me know how you are. Let me know how your December's going. How are your plans for the festive season? If you celebrate Christmas, are you ready? If you celebrate Hanukkah, are you ready? So Anthropology is probably one of those companies that I know I love. Anthropology is one of those companies that I absolutely love. both for their clothing and for their homeware, and it's definitely somewhere that, whilst I want the majority to be secondhand, if I was going to invest in pieces, it would be from places like Anthropology, potentially Oliver Bonas, like those sorts of places. Like, you know, I'm a millennial through and through, guys. So I was in there a couple of weeks ago when I bought the candle that's over there, the green one, that one. I fell in love with some of their Christmas stuff, but it was all full price, and I was like, I'm not paying that. Then, lo and behold, a few days later, I loved that candle so much I was going to go buy another one when I saw that they had up to 50% off their Christmas stuff. So I dove in and I bought some stuff, which is like a dream come true, because I never ordinarily would invest in Anthropology stuff. So this is the Fontini Tico Mr. Claus plate. Why did I chuck those away? You can tell it's fancy because everything comes in individual boxes. That is so fancy pants. Also, this might be a bit cringy to some of you. I love ASMR. I don't find it cringy, and I want to invest in a pair of like sleep headphones so I can sleep with it like through headphones and just get involved in everything ASMR. I've also been told that I have a really relaxing voice, and I'm tempted to try and film an ASMR video. You know? How do we feel about that? Oh god, I love this plate so much. Oh god, I love it so much. So that's the plate. So this should have been £14 full price. I think I got it, I think this is literally half price, so I got it for £7. Isn't that just so sweet? Again, I don't think this is one that I would like use as a plate. It would be like decorative, and I'd collect different Christmas plates, and then where I've got these ones hanging at Christmas time, I would replace it with the Christmas ones. You get me? Right, let's keep going. So next we have the Joy Tree juice glass. So I'm toying with the idea of just trialing out filming an ASMR video. I've got the house to myself this weekend. I've got a few things that I need to do. I'm going to end this vlog today, by the way, and then I'll start a new one for the week ahead. But I've got a few things that I need to do for like Christmas, like wrap and finish a Christmas project, Christmas present project. But ultimately, I've not got huge plans, so I might try then. Do you guys like ASMR? I know some people find it really cringy, and I get that. Like, and I don't think I'd ever be the type of person to film role plays. I couldn't do role plays. Okay, so I've got 2 of these, so I'm only going to open one because you only really need to see one. But it's just these really big glasses with little Christmas trees. Can you see those? I just thought they're lovely. So I've got 2 of those, so it's like, again, I'm not bothered about there being like 4 matching ones. These are good clean though, they're a bit dirty. But I just thought they'd be really cute for like Christmas drinks, December drinks, festive glasses. £14 full price. Again, I paid £7. UK North Pole Snowman. So these were a bit of a gamble because I didn't really know what I was going to get because the website wasn't very clear. £12. Again, I want to say it's 50% off, so it's £6. But it's a snowman glass. Can you see that? Can you see how it's a snowman? Isn't that adorable? Again, or you could just use it and put like a bunch of holly in, and it's a cute little snowman vase. Love it. What's this? Oh, so this is UK North Pole Santa. So I think that's a Santa version of the snowman. Is that going to work better if I do that? Can you see his little face? No. So that's, can you see Santa's face? Isn't that so cute? Oh my god, I love it. I love it. Then we have, oh, I think this is my favourite thing. So this is the Fontini Tico Mrs. Claus mug. Oh my god. I don't even know if I want to ever use these because they're just so cute. Oh my god, I love it. I love it. Look at her. Oh, look at her. I absolutely love it. So this was 14 down to I think 7 or 10. I love it. So then that one must be Mr. Claus. Yes. Oh my god. This, I just love it. Look at Mr. Claus. So we've got Mr. and Mrs. Claus. And then the Mr. Claus plate. They don't do a Mrs. Claus plate. Sexist. But, you know, maybe one year. Isn't that just the cutest little set? Fell in love. So, that's all my hauls. Let's do reading update and then we'll tidy this up. And let's just hope Maisie doesn't want in before then because you can't get in. So, speaking of Christmas, I read 2 festive books. So, I finished Stories for Christmas and the Festive Season by Muriel Sparks, Stella Gibbons, E.M. Delafield and more. This is part of the British Library's Women Writers Collection and it's basically a bunch of short stories all set in the winter, predominantly around Christmas. Thought I had the boy move. Predominantly around Christmas and New Year. I really enjoyed this collection of short stories and I am going to keep this book for future Christmases and winters to read again. There were definitely some hits and some misses. The first story, I don't know why they chose that as the first story because it was not the best. And maybe that's why. But it was still enjoyable, but it was quite like none of these stories were joyful. They were all quite melancholy, that's a good word. They were all quite melancholy, but they had like a festive backdrop. So the first one is set in a turkey farm and you get at least a page and a half of in-depth description of how to gut a turkey, which as a vegetarian I did not appreciate. But once you got past that, like it was an alright story. My faves were, I left this on the radiator and it's gone a little bit like it's got water damage. See what I mean? My faves were, is there not, there it is, the contents. This Year It Will Be Different by Maeve Binchy was smash hit. That was about an Irish housewife who decides to go on strike at Christmas and not do anything, and then her family panic and she thinks that they're going to start doing everything for her and this year it's going to be different, and then she gets a surprise and it's not what she thought and it's actually quite sad, but also you can see why the family thought they were doing a good thing. So I really like that one. The Christmas Pageant was good by Barbara Robinson. I enjoyed that. It was about a delinquent family and the children get involved in Sunday school and become part of the nativity, and it's the best nativity the church have ever put on because of this family and how they get so involved in it. I liked Christmas Fuga by Muriel Spark. We all know how I felt about The Prime of Miss Jean Brodie. Actually, we probably don't all know how I felt about that because I wasn't vlogging. I freaking loved The Prime of Miss Jean Brodie. It's one of the best books I've read this year. And this short story by Muriel did not disappoint either. Christmas Fugue, Fugue. Freedom by Nancy Morrison, I really liked. Not festive, but set. I think it's like set between Christmas and New Year in a skiing lodge. I really liked that one. And On Leaving Notes, super short, literally like a page and a half, but it was good. Anyway, so there are some smashes in here. There are some good stories. So if you ever get the chance to pick this up, I would recommend that you do. And then, as I mentioned, picture books, children's books. I'm trying to read a few. So I read this one last year and I reread it again last night, and it's just adorable. It is The Night Before Christmas in Wonderland by Caris Bexington and Kate Hindley. Santa is about to leave for Christmas and like to deliver the presents, and then they find an old letter that's from the Queen of Hearts when she was the Princess of Hearts, and it looks like Santa ignored, well, to her it looks like Santa ignored her, but Santa just didn't see the letter because there was a sorting issue at the North Pole post office. So Santa goes to Wonderland to make up for it, and the Queen of Hearts is grumpy and has banned Christmas because of her perceived snub by Santa. Very cute, very sweet. I would read it to my niece and nephew if they wanted me to read it to them. Very cute. So that is everything basically that I wanted to come in and update you all on and show you from the past week or so. I hope you've enjoyed this random vlog but not vlog, video but not video, b-roll montage, and I will hopefully speak to you all very soon. Have a lovely day, night, whatever, whoever, wherever, whatever you're doing. Be safe, take care, subscribe if you want to, and I will speak to you all very, very soon. Bye!